What is up, guys? Welcome back to the German Muscle channel. So if you guys are new to the channel, thank you guys for subscribing. You guys are freaking awesome. So we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So if any of you guys want to help me out by gaining 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, all you have to do is leave a like on this video and leave a comment. That's all you have to do. That right there will help out the channel so much. That right there will help out the channel more than you think. That's why you always hear YouTubers say like, comment, and subscribe. So the likes and the comments, YouTube looks at that like, okay, you guys are liking the video, so we're going to put the channel in front of a larger audience, and that right there will gain me more subscribers and views and likes and all that stuff. So if you guys want to take it a step further, leave a like on this video and all of my other videos if you want, and leave a comment. It doesn't matter what the comment is. It can be car related, it can be whatever. As long as you're not cussing or being vulgar in the comments, everything is good. So let's get into the video. The previous owner lied and said that this climate control right here was broken and said that the heat was stuck on. That was a lie. So the heater does not work at all. None of that stuff does at all. So I was actually trying to find some videos online to see if I can find out how to take this out, because I want to take it apart and see if I can fix it. So hopefully there's just a solder joint that's cracked or whatever, and I can just resolder it back together and put it back in the car and hopefully have heat. So basically what you have to do is, there is a little clip down here. You guys probably won't be able to see it. There it is. So my car doesn't have the heated seats or anything like that, so your car will probably have like the heater control and all that stuff on this panel. Well, I think it's just separate, but anyways, the guy just went like this and he stuck his fingers inside these holes and he popped the heater control right out, just like that. So okay, you got to put a lot of pressure on this. Kind of scary because I don't want to get my fingers stuck in there. So actually I might be able to go in from the bottom, and no, go from the side. Yep, just be careful because you can damage that. But yeah, there you go. That was like really simple. So now the only thing you have to do is put the car in, I guess, drive or whatever, but keep your foot on the brake, and then you can take that out. So with my car, seems how it's got a lot of broken parts on it. Put the key in all the way over like that, foot on the brake, pull the shifter all the way back, and there you go. So just a series of clips that you got to take out, and this thing should come out free. Okay, so I was getting ready to take these wires out, and check this out. That right there is not good. That is an exposed wire. So with that being said, if you guys do have an E36 BMW and your taillights go out, I actually took the trunk off my car completely, took it inside and waxed it. But when I went to put the wires back in through the trunk, I noticed that there were some wires that were exposed like that. So that could be a reason why your taillights don't work on an E46. I know this is an E38, but some people out there have both cars. So anyways, I'm actually going to take a picture of this right here, so that way I know how everything goes back together, and I won't get any wires crossed. So I'm going to get this unplugged, and then I'll turn the camera back on. Okay, so that was more difficult than I thought it would be. So if you get the thing taken out, it'll, yeah, there's some broken stuff coming out now, but it'll be like this. So I just twisted mine over like that, and you'll have this wire right here. Now I thought that you had to separate this little end right here and this one, but you don't. You just push them in and pull it out just like that. So that one goes right there. Pull that one out, and there is a black clip that mine got broken. I don't really know how to take that one off. I just broke it and then just pulled it right out. So yeah, then you got these two right here. There's a one with a black end on it and a white end, and that just goes right there, black and white. You just pop those out. So Then you come over to this one. This one's probably the easiest one. So it'll be sitting sort of like this right here, right in there. And then there's this thing at the top. You push that down right there where those two holes are. You push that down with a screwdriver or something, and then you throw that forward just like that, and that releases the clip and you just pop it right out. I'm guessing that this one's the same way. So anyways, now I'm going to go inside, find out how to take this thing apart, and hopefully there's a bad solder joint so that way I can fix it and hopefully have heat in my car. So that's what it looks like. It's got some spaghetti going on right there. But yeah, that's basically all you have to do. When you take it out, you do have to use a little bit of force, but don't pull on it too hard because you might break something, especially if it's cold outside. You'll always break something plastic wise in the cold. So anyways, I'm going to go in the house and I'm going to go and take this thing apart. Hopefully it's just a bad solder joint. That way I don't have to spend 500 bucks on a new one. It's crazy that this tiny thing right here would cost $500 when you can buy a cup holder in a Lamborghini for the same price. It's crazy. So anyways, let's go ahead and take this thing apart and see what the dealio is. Okay, so once you get this piece taken out, bring it inside or whatever, and you'll see there's a tab right here. You'll have to lift it, this right here. There's a tab right there. There's one right there and one right there on that side. You don't really have to worry about these ones right here. Just take a knife. I got this knife right here, and what you want to do is you want to come over here and pry up this tab right here and do it to all of them, and then you should be able to separate it. So this is just doing it with one hand, so be careful. Separate it like that, and then you'll have these prongs right here, just like that, and then there's like a little rotary thing right there that spins. I've already taken this thing out. It just pulls straight out. Got to finesse it a little bit, but you just pull it straight out just like that. And I've already checked all of these right here. All these look pretty good. There's no burn marks or anything like that. So this side is good. Here's the capacitor. This capacitor is good. That one's good. There's no burn marks or anything like that. So if you want to put it back together, this is the tricky part. So these prongs right here, they're kind of hard to put back in. So you got this right here with all these dots. Well, I should say holes. So what you do is make sure that this is facing the right way, and then you just plug these right in just like that. And then when you're ready to put everything back together, it goes on just like that. So this seems good. This actually has a lot of dirt on it right there, and I was actually going to take this apart to clean all these buttons from the inside out and get rid of all that nasty stuff in there, but I can't find my screws. So I want to put this thing back together because I don't believe this is the reason why the heat is not working. So there's no burn marks on this. Everything's good. Like I said, this side is good. No burn marks. It actually looks pretty brand new. So I'm going to wipe the dust off right there, and then I want to put it back together, and then I'm going to hunt for some fuses. Okay, so another thing you got to watch out for when putting this back together, you got to make sure that these clips right here go in proper, or it's going to stick out like a sore thumb. And then you just push the tabs down. Some of them might be bent a little bit, but it goes back together just like that. And this right here, that's the part number, the top one. So if you guys need to replace this, I actually googled that part number. Come to find out, you can buy them for like 60 bucks. So there's a website that I found that said you can buy these for $5.50. So I wouldn't suggest going to that, but you might be able to find one off of eBay or something like that. If I could find the link to it, it will be down in the description, so that way you guys can go pick up one for really cheap. So I'm actually going to go plug this back into the car, and I'm going to hunt for some fuses, because I think that the fuse is bad, because I had an E36 that had the same problem. The heat would not work, and I replaced the fuse and the final stage resistor. Come to find out, the fuse was missing. So That's all you have to do. Okay, so now that you got everything put back together, remember, if you have stripped wires, you want to put some sort of coverage over those. So grab some electrical tape, tape those exposed wires up. Make sure that you do not have any exposed wires at all, because that could cause a fire. Trust me, I've had that problem with my Honda before, where I hooked the radio up wrong and it caught on fire. So make sure that you tape those wires up if they are exposed. So now I'm going to head to the trunk and see if I can find a fuse for the heater and see if it's bad. And if it is, I want to replace it. And I'm going to grab my mom's car, and then I'm going to jump start my battery, and hopefully that fixes the issue. So let's go ahead and jump into the trunk. Okay, so once you come to the trunk, don't mind the mess. There's a lot of stuff in here. So you come over where the battery is, you pull this little handle thing down, it'll look like that. And you should have a diagram for all of the fuses. So there is heated rear window, don't need that. And I think this right here, independent heater, number 50. Says number 59 fuse, and it's a 30 amp fuse. So we just need to dig in here and see if we can find it. So pull this thing down right here, and there's a fuse box. So now I just need to find number 50, and these fuses are so old that they don't have numbers on the tops. So I'm gonna search for number, was it 59, and see if it's good or bad. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so that was actually kind of difficult to find. Seems how these are not really numbered on there. So I just counted down. It's number 8. It says 50 on here, but there's no numbers on there, so you can't really find out unless you count down. That's just what I did. And it says number 59, and it's a 30 amp fuse. So you come down here, you count all these, and it's not it. So I figured that it would be this blue one right here. Seems how there's 2 slots here missing, 2 slots here, whatever. So it's not these. I actually checked this green one, and this is a 30A 32 volt. So I have no idea which one it is, but that's the only 30 that I found. It actually looks like it's kind of corroded. So I don't know. If you guys know, let me know down in the comments. So by the way, if you guys are taking these fuses out by hand, you can actually wiggle them back and forth and pull on them, but be careful when they get ready to come out, because they will sling. So yeah, this is a 5A 32 volt. So I have no idea where this one is, because like I said, it's not numbered right here or anywhere else, unless that's numbers right there. But I don't know. So anyway, there's 2 more fuses right here. I'm just going to check these 2 real quick. Okay, that's a 30A 32 volt. These are some really old fuses. So the newer ones in modern cars, that's a 10. I mean, they are still color coded. So if you know fuses by heart, by code, then you'll be able to find out which one's good or which one's bad. Then you also got these relays up here. So it still doesn't say anything about the fuse numbers or anything like that. So I'm having a hard time trying to find out what the heck is going on. That's the fuel door release. But yeah, this is crazy. So I'm just trying to replace the fuse so that way I can have heat in my car. And then you got these ones over here. So I think this right here goes to these ones. But we can also look at these. So this one's a mega 200 watt or 200 amp or whatever. That's what, I don't know. I don't know anything about those fuses, but whatever. So I don't know if a fuse has been taken out or what. So there's 2 slots here, so there'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. it would be this one right here, this blue one, if it was numbered like that. But this one right here is the only 30 down here. This green one. I don't know. It's fucking stupid. I don't know, but anyways, I'm gonna check the front and see if there's any fuses up there for heat or whatever. So get that thing back in there. Just like that. This thing broke, by the way. Here's a fuse that I pulled out. Okay, so for some reason my camera wants to die. It's not even really that cold outside. Anyways, I gotta hold the hood up with my shoulders. Seems how there's like a bunch of snow on the hood. It's making it heavy. So anyways, came over here to the fuse box underneath the hood, and all the way down here at the bottom it says heater, blower, and 20 and 32 amp fuse. Could you guys see that real quick? Right here, heater, blower, 20 and 32. So it's got to be within these two rows right here, these first two rows. So I'm thinking that the 30 is the green and the 32 will also probably be the green. So it's either those two right there at the end that are bad. So I want to pop those out, and I don't have any fuses to replace them. There's some that's in here, but this is not the kind that I need. This is actually a 5A, a 10, and a 15. And I need two 30s. So, actually, hold up. I might be able to find out what they are right here. So I want to come over here and use this little scale to find out what they are. So number 20 looks like a 5 amp fuse. And 32, where's that at? 32 looks like a 30 amp fuse. Okay, so that's crazy that there would be two 30 amp fuses in there if one is a 5 and the other one's a 30. So that'd probably be the reason why. So maybe somebody had the problem with the heater and they couldn't get it to work, so they used one of the fuses out of this, the spare fuses, and it was the wrong size. Maybe it blew the circuit or something, I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna have to pick this video back up tomorrow. Seems how it is 6:30, actually it's 6:40, and there's no more light and my camera's dying for some reason. So I want to pick this video back up tomorrow, and hopefully we can get some heat in this car. So you guys have to stay tuned. Okay, so it is the next day out here, and from last night I found that the heater blower is 20 and 30 on here, and see fuse number 20, and it says that it's a 5. I don't know why there would be a 30 there if it's a 5. And let's see, what's it, 32, I think. Find 32 real quick. Okay, so here is 32 at the bottom, and it says it's a 30 amp. So I did go get some fuses yesterday from Walmart. These are like $2.90. So far I have $2.90 some cents in this video. So I'm gonna pull these two fuses out right here and replace them with new ones. Okay, so got the new fuses in, put the old ones back here. I don't know if these are good. I would think that they're bad because stuff doesn't want to work. So anyways, let's go ahead and put this thing back in. This was actually taken out by the previous owner, and for some reason they didn't want to screw it back in all the way, and there is some water resting in a little compartment down there beside the fuses, which isn't good at all. So make sure that you don't have any water beside your fuses, because that can cause it to short out. So now, only thing we gotta do, put our fuses up, hook up the car, and see if this thing has heat now. Okay guys, so here's the moment we've all been waiting for. This is 2 days in the making. So my predictions is, if it's not gonna work, then the fuses are just going to pop and it might ruin something else or whatever. Either that or it might ruin that. And if it does work, then we're going to have heat, but it's not going to work too good because this car won't start. So put the key in the ignition, turn it to the start position, grab my Craftsman key, take it down here in the ignition starter switch, and turn the car on like that. I already know this car won't start, so it's not even worth trying to get it to start. Okay, so and we have nothing. So I don't know what the heck is wrong with this thing, but okay, so it wasn't a fuse and it wasn't the solder joints that are bad. So I'm wondering if it's the faceplate itself, because I couldn't find my Allen keys to take the screws out. So I'm guessing there's a button that's broke or something like that. I don't know, but we do have power, as you guys can tell. I'm just going to try to start it to see what it does. I know it won't start, but yeah, still doesn't want to start. So anyways, it's weird that this doesn't want to turn on, even though it seems like there's nothing really wrong with it. Well, this was basically a fail, but I'm still going to upload it to YouTube because it might help one of you guys out. So I actually looked it up online, and you can go on I think eBay and get one of these right here for like 60 bucks. But I would make sure that it works first, because if not, then you're going to be in the same situation where you have to have a brand new control switch replaced. So anyways, I would rather go to the junkyard and pick one up, because a junkyard will actually let you return them. So yeah, the fuses that I just put in, they're brand new. I bought those yesterday after I filmed that little bit of the video, and well, still doesn't want to do anything. So I think it could be this right here. So I'm gonna have to take that out and go to the junkyard and get a new one or a used one or whatever, and hopefully it works. So the thing that I don't get is the previous owner lied about everything on this car. He said that the heater worked, that it would just non-stop blow heat out, and it hasn't worked since I got it. So I don't know why he would lie about something like that. Like, if the heat doesn't work and the AC doesn't work, just say that it doesn't work. Don't tell me that it works and it doesn't. But anyways, this car definitely needs a lot of work. So I'll just show you guys what it does right now. Turn that and it doesn't start the car. Try to get this all in one frame. Nope. Car does not want to start. It does have the lights on the dash. It's 39 degrees outside. So yeah, that sucks. If this was a manual, I would try to push start it, but I still don't think that it would start. That's BMW engineering. If the key goes bad, you can't start the car at all, which is pretty stupid. So anyways, go ahead and take this out, because no longer needed in there. And I guess I'm going to wrap up this video, because there's nothing else to do. So if any of you guys know what could be the cause of this not working, if it's that itself, or maybe it's a fuse that I missed or whatever, let me know down in the comments. So I do plan on replacing that pretty soon. I don't know exactly when. This dude right here needs to be pulled over and get a ticket, because he's all the time speeding up and down this road right here, and there's little kids out all the time. That dude is an idiot. So anyways, if you guys like this video, if it was helpful in any way, leave a thumbs up. It really lets YouTube know that you guys are liking my content. I have 136 subscribers, which is awesome, but not very many people like my videos. So I can't tell who you are that likes my videos. This is not Facebook or anything like that. You can be completely anonymous with that. You can leave a comment if you want, because comments really do help out a lot too. And subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, and hopefully this helps somebody out. It sure as shit didn't help me out, but maybe it might work for you. So I checked my fuses. The fuses are good, and only thing that's left is to replace this thing right here. So I'm either going to order one off the line or just go to the junkyard and get one and go from there. So that is all that I have for this video. If you guys did like it, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, turn on bell notification, share this video if you want, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!